About the Galaxy Note 7. As you can see, Galaxy Note 7. I just got, rather I should say, I just exchanged it. And basically, what I did was I went to AT&T store. I went to AT&T store. I exchanged it for a new one because of the issue they said with the battery. As I proved in my other videos, you can see videos from yesterday, I believe, that what I did was I did a thermal imaging test on it on the phone, and it was good. So you can watch that in my last video I did, and you can see the results of that there. But when you go into the store, it's very simple. You go into an AT&T store, and you just do simple. You give them the phone, and they exchange it. No questions asked, no problems, no nothing. So you ain't got to worry about all of that with the phone. All right. Now the way you check to make sure that you did get the replacement one is, now they've been talking about the little, I know, the little indication on the box. Everybody been saying that, but I think the better way of doing it is to go to Samsung website, and when you go to Samsung website, you will enter the IMEI. That's, once again, it's IMEI number, and you enter that into the site, and it'll tell you if your phone is good. It'll say, for example, I'm just going to read what it says. It says, great news, your Galaxy Note 7 is not affected and does not need to be exchanged. And the reason that is because, like I just said, what I did was already just exchange my phone from my old one. Simple, easy to go by. Me personally, I wouldn't care about what's on the box. I mean, it's good indication, but the way you can make sure is, like I said, you put in an IMEI number into Samsung website, and it'll tell you if your phone is good phone. All right, that's simple as that. So with that being said, I just want to talk real quick about the Galaxy Note 7 and the iPhone. And the reason why, because people trying to make jokes about the Galaxy Note 7 and all that nonsense because they're firing. Listen, that problem's solved now. So what's your problem now? There is no problem, really. Now, I'm not want to go on and on about a phone because it's really just a phone to make a phone call. But if we're going to talk about quality, we're going to talk about the facts. Let's talk about facts, right? First of all, the Galaxy Note 7, bang, there it is. 256 gigabytes of data. 256 gigabytes. Look at that. You see that? How much do Apple have? Yeah, you can buy a phone with 256 now, but guess what? You're stuck with that. You cannot upgrade it. You cannot change it. There's nothing you can do about that once you get it. By the way, this was free. I bought the phone. I got this for free. It cost me nothing. Retail, this is about $160 to $70. So I paid nothing for it. Free. So that's number one. Number two, if my phone do use up this memory, guess what? I can always buy another one and stick another one in here and save more pictures. So 4K video, 4K photos, pictures, data, whatever is great for this phone. This phone gonna serve that purpose way better than your iPhone. Another thing, let's talk about screen quality. This screen is the most sharpest screen you're gonna get. You're not gonna get nothing sharper than this, and I should say, in compared to the iPhone. This screen is a 551 ppi. Apple is 400 something. This is outdated. Let's be honest with each other. Let's stop. Let's be honest. Apple is outdated. You need to face that. I know it's hard for you, but I faced it. I came to conclusion, and I'm gonna face it. It's hard. I know it's hard. Listen, I have the phone right here. I have an iPhone, so I'm not trying to hate on nobody. I have it, but the point is, I realize it's outdated, and it's okay if you're not a tech person or anything like that. But let me tell you something. iPhone is more complicated than it was before because now you got the force touch on it now, right? So you gotta, how much pressure you put on it, gonna bring up another screen. That don't make things simpler a lot of times. It tends to make things more complicated because now guess what? You force touch it, and all this other stuff comes up that you gotta select from, right? I mean, it's not necessarily gonna make it easier for it because then now keep in mind that also take a couple of seconds to do. So we're gonna keep force touching every time you need something. It's okay, but it becomes tedious after a while. I know, because I have my iWatch too, my Apple Watch. Sorry. All right, so that's just the facts. This phone is more, if you look at the phone, have much more updated technology on it than the iPhone. Okay, yes, they got a new camera. That's wonderful. But if I really want to take great pictures, magnificent pictures, pictures that one of a kind, I'm going to use a real, true live SLR camera. I'm not going to really use this to, publish. I mean, it's great, but yeah, let's be real about it, right? So that's one thing, right? So let's just keep it real. I'm just trying to keep it real. I'm not trying to, bash it because I have one. But what I'm trying to say is bring reality to a lot of people that, it's something to consider. The technology is old. They're still using antenna bands on the phone. Come on, seriously? They're still using old technology when it comes to the screen. They're still using LCD. Like, what is that? Are you for real? Nobody uses that no more, right? Samsung using, OLED. I mean, they've been they on top. We gotta be real with stuff. We gotta be real. We gotta be willing to accept this and not fight it, but accept it. That yes, Apple once upon a time, long ago, they was great. Now these days, they're not so great. They're losing their edge. They're not where they should be. They're not becoming innovative. Their headphones is corny. Looks like earrings. Let's be real. Let's talk real talk. Let's come on. Let's stop this nonsense. Stop it. It looks like girly earrings. What man gonna wear that? I have no idea. Really. Seriously. It's hanging. It's dangling from your ear. What is that? They couldn't innovate. That's not innovation. That's like that look like a prototype. That look like a prototype. Listen. I build circuits. This thing here is for the blind, right? What it does is have a speech synthesizer in it. It measures distances. It tells you what it is. The bottom line is this is a prototype, right? You can tell it's a prototype, right? I'm working on electronics and the circuitry and everything, right? It's a prototype, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a fancy, clean, polished prototype. That's what it's becoming because it's like, where's the technology at, right? I mean, come on, the headsets that they have looks like, oh my gosh, like why are we still doing this in 2016? The look of the iPhone is like getting boring. It's boring. And I'm just being real about it. And I know y'all gonna hate on that and don't want to face reality. But listen, I'm not a hater of iPhone. I'm not. I'm not a hater of Apple products. I have an iPad Pro. I have the iWatch. I'm not. But what I'm saying is that they're not innovating nobody. Now I hear that next year they're gonna come out with a great product and all this. And then guess what? You all just been suckered into buying another year of the same product. Then that's what happens. You had this. The 6 looked the same. The 6S looked the same, and now the 7 looks the same. They all pretty much look a little difference here and there, and they got that ugly bump on the back for the camera. Ugly, ugly bump on the back for the camera. Like really, we in what 2016? You couldn't do something better. Why not do what the consumer wants? They want what? A bigger battery. They want their phone to last longer, not an hour longer. They want hours longer, plural. That's what they want. Stop with this little tweaks in here and there, and we give you a little bit now, get a little bit here, a little bit. Give me what I want, and I will come and buy another phone. Right? I'm going to buy another phone because I know the next phone is going to have a lot more quality, a lot more features in it. People are buying phones because they need to make a great call that's clear, clarity. Yes, that's the bottom line to any cellular phone. But at the same time, people are now using these phones for business. I know I do. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are because they're starting to see the convenience of using these phones, right? Guys, let's stop playing. Let's stop playing. Pack this phone up, close it up, put it away, bring out the new stuff. Let's talk. Let's get real talk, real technology, real sophistication. We talking about the Galaxy Note 7. It's a start. It's a beginning. Let the party really begin.